Stanza 3 and 4's prosody is iambic pentameter, which provokes the sonnet-like feeling and flow. We thought that John Keats chose iambic pentameter because he is so used to writing sonnet. The rhyme scheme of these poems is A B A B C D E C D E, which creates the rhythm in this poem. John Keats utilizes lots of literary elements. He first uses the diction Bacchus in line 32. Bacchus is Greek god of wine. Bacchus alludes to drunkenness, and the author utilized this to depict poetry is only way to enter the imaginative world, not wine or drunkenness. He also utilized imagery to illustrate how harsh reality is. He states that the world is where palsy shakes a few sad last gray hairs, where youth grows pale and spectre thin and dies. He describes the world as where few sad last gray hairs. In other words, old people suffer. Youth loses its beauty and eventually dies as time passes. In stanza 3, he takes on a very pessimistic viewpoint as he views life as a temporary hindrance and time as a destroyer of beauty. However, in stanza 4, he has a more optimistic point of view as he is elated to be within the land of the nightingale.
John Keats, in stanza 3 and 4, has used lots of symbolisms and punctuations, but paradox could not be found in any of these two stanzas. To start off by introducing symbolism, John Keats uses the word grown in line 24 to symbolize a society that is full of very fever-fed people. Using these adjectives and the word grown, John Keats emphasizes the world where only despair exists, which later helps Keats to make plot of describing the way to escape the society. Another symbolism that is used is wing. Wing provides a meaning of freedom, a way to redeem oneself from a world of groan. Wing also indicates that the narrator dove into the dream world where no such despair exists. There are lots of punctuations in these stanzas. Except 3 lines 27, 39, 40, all the lines have punctuations. These punctuation allows John Keats to highlight the atmosphere of the world of despair. Punctuation marks, commas, and exclamation marks emphasizes each word before and after those marks by giving a momentary pause to cogitate over the meaning of the word and how it contributes to the overall setting. For example, on line 23 to 24, the weariness, the fever, and the fret. Here where men sit and hear each other groan. By having a comma between the words weariness, fever, and fret, it highlights the word of illness. By doing so, it describes how bad the world it is to the narrator at that moment.
So to paraphrase the content, in stanza 3, the speaker is just really lamenting about the fleeting, harsh reality of this world, where time is an element that destroys and deteriorates beauty and life. He hates this world so much that he literally lists all the negative things that happens in reality, such as weariness, illness, depression, and the depreciation of physical appearances. After giving this good rant about the horrible reality in stanza 3, in stanza 4, the speaker states that through poetry, see line 33, he will escape to the land of the nightingale, the imaginary dreamland where everything is surrealistic and happy. The tone shift happens in the beginning of the fourth stanza, where he excitedly proclaims, "Away, away," transitioning from the gloomy lamenter to the excited phonetic. The transition provides a stark contrast to the drudgery of reality as he describes the otherworld and beautiful experiences while flying with this nightingale. The focus of these two stanzas is the theme, the imaginary world of the nightingale is much more better than the real world. This theme is pretty obvious as we can see the stark contrast of the speaker's attitude as he describes the real world in stanza 3 and the fake world in stanza 4.